Sahana bhavatu. Sahano bhunaktu. Sahaviryam karavavahe. Tejasvinavaditamastu. Ma viddushavahai. Om Shanti. 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 Okay, friends. I hope you have spent your leisure time nicely. Trying to understand the difference between the two concepts, the words, comfort and happiness. It is absolutely imperative, essential that we see that, because from the day one, as children, when we are growing up, we pick up these wrong notions. It goes really deep into every one of us. Just think of the child's experience. When you give the child a chocolate, the child eats that chocolate, and that sensation is very good, sweet sensation. Oh, I like it, I love it, I'm so happy. Next statement. I like the chocolate, I'm so happy. Give him the bitter gourd. Ugh, I hate it. It makes me so unhappy. You understand? You understand the difference, please? From the day one, we are associating, equating comfort with happiness. Nobody teaches us. Nobody teaches us to tell that you must say you are happy when you take chocolate. You must say you are unhappy, when you are eating bitter gourd. No, nobody tells us that. Somebody pats you, "Jo nice, mommy, I love you, mommy, I'm so happy." Slaps you, "I hate you." Good. Nobody teaches you. From the day one, as children, as we are growing up, we are continuously associating comfort with happiness. Later date, we discover, we think, more and more comfort we get, happier we shall be. And that is the day the bubble bursts. When you have got all the comforts at your disposal and still you are not happy. Are you getting that point, please? The day you discover that all the comforts at my disposal, but still I am not happy, immediately you conclude that there is no happiness in the objective world. We forget. There may not be happiness in the world, not may not be. There is no happiness in the world of objects. But objects have their place. They have to provide us our sustenance and comfort. So please think about this statement, friends. It's not I am giving you class and going back to sleep. No. I think and come, I go back and think. It's continuous. That's why so many new points are coming up. I want you to do that. Unless you think for yourself, you cannot do it. Please understand. It's a waste of time to come and listen to some sermon. It's a fantastic waste of time. You must see it for yourself. So that you are thinking, you are capable of thinking for yourself. Understand? A beautiful idea came as I was thinking. So, just because these comfortable things or the comforts, so-called comforts, do not give me happiness, therefore don't, for God's sake, dismiss, discard these comforts. Why? Because those comfortable things are needed for our sustenance, education, job, money, wealth, medicines. Everything shall give us sustenance. But what is not to be done is, looking for comfort, do not deny yourself the happiness. At the same time, looking for happiness, don't deny yourself the comfort. Both. Are you getting that? Absolute balancing. In the name of looking for comfort, don't ignore the happiness. And in the name of looking for happiness, don't be a renunciate where you completely ignore all the comforts of life. That is why religion and secularism, you understand these two things, how they are at loggerhead. Because one speaks the language of indulgence, other speaks the language of the denial. Both are a waste. In fact, in looking for happiness, there is no choice. Comfort definitions shall vary from person to person. What is your comfort level is not my comfort level. You are satisfied with one piece of bread and sabji. Other fellow says nothing do. I will have 10 sabji, 10 dishes, maybe 10 different types of foods for my lunch or dinner. You work for it. But don't say, by more food I shall be happier, by less food somebody is unhappy. No. Your happiness does not depend upon what you do, what you see, what you hear, what you taste, what you touch, what you possess, what you do not possess. Because happiness is yourself. In that there is no choice. That is why everybody is rich. Universally, everybody is happy. In that there is no comparison. It is something absolutely fantastic. You want real socialism? Look for happiness. Nobody is less, nobody is more. There is no royal happiness, there is no common man's happiness. Everybody is the happiness itself. Comfort, yes, it will change, it will vary. And it makes no difference to you. Why? Because I am happy with one piece of bread. You are happy with a whole restaurant. Who is better? Both are fine. Are you getting that point, please? See the difference in the statement. You are happy to have 1 rupee. I am happy to have 1 billion. Who is better? Both are fine. But suppose, being a billionaire, I am happy, you shall be unhappy with anything less than that. Or being a person, simple person, with 1 rupee in my pocket, I shall be happy, you shall be afraid of riches. You are incapable. When you are happy with yourself, you have a choice. Poverty is not thrust upon, prosperity is not looked down upon. That is why you shall see in this tradition, all the gods are the most richest gods. If you go to Tirupati temple, oh God, he has got all the gold, all the diamond, everything. Happily married, not one, sometimes 2, 3. Everybody is enjoying life. There is no hint of suffering at any place. Please think of it. But when we say, the delusion is when you equate comfort with happiness and therefore go on aggrandizing, struggling to get more and more and more, that becomes a mirage. It's like wild goose chase. A wild goose may be chased, but you can never find happiness where it is not. Think. That is why, please see that. Clearly understand the difference between comfort and happiness. For our sustenance, we need everything, and that shall give us some comforts. But for our happiness, we don't need anything in life. If there is a reason for your happiness, friend, take down this statement. If there is a reason for your happiness, you are not a happy person in life. Like anything else. If there is a reason for your importance, you are not an important person. Are you an important person? Yes. Why? Because I'm a millionaire, I have millions. So, without millions, what are you? Cipher. So, you are important or money is important? I am very important. Why? Because I am the President, Director General. So, the post is important. The day you retire from the post, nobody looks at you. Because you are not important person. Your post is important. Please think. Exactly same way. Are you a happy person? Yes. Why? Weather is beautiful. Weather changes, happiness goes. I'm very happy. Why? Because my husband is so cute. Or my wife is so wonderful. Now either of the two finds happiness somewhere else. You are finished. Are you getting that, please? I'm very happy. My children are so sweet. Now suddenly one fellow is drug addict. Your dream collapses. If there is a reason for your happiness, you are not a happy person. But suppose somebody asks you, are you happy? Yes. Why? I am the happiness itself. Oh God, nobody can touch you. Your happiness depends on you. Are you getting that point? Depending on something, you cannot be independent. Very simple statement. Depending on something, you cannot be independent. Depending on yourself is not a dependence. Why? Because it's always at your disposal. You are always happy with yourself. Therefore, you are free. There is no reason. I am happy with myself. That is why you must see first. I hope you have seen it clearly. Do not look down upon the creation. Creation is beautiful. Comforts are needed. Food is needed. Shelter is needed. Dresses are needed. But don't ever think more dress will make me happy. Or a particular dress will make me happy. That way you shall make yourself miserable because you are making your happiness conditional. The moment you make your happiness conditional, who shall make you happy? Nobody. It will be, are you getting that? You are making yourself vulnerable. Because anybody can take it away and you are miserable. Think. So first, please appreciate. For the sake of comfort, you cannot lose sight of happiness. And because you are looking for happiness, do not dismiss the comforts of life. Imagine how beautiful the world will be. And once you are a happy man, you know, a little also will make you happy. Therefore, if you are a billionaire, leave least things for your sustenance, rest is for others. You shall be like a natural product, living for others. We shall see those things later on, because you are happy with yourself. When you are unhappy, miserable, you cannot share anything with anybody, because you are so incomplete, so insecure. You shall be resisting every type of sharing, because you can't. Because the moment you share, emptiness comes in. You are losing out. Think. And why the youngsters sometimes go crazy, you say? Oh, the father is rich. Naturally he goes crazy. Why? Because if you have taught the child that money is power, money is happiness, things are happiness, then naturally the young man or the young woman has no destination. Because no incentive. Because if money has to bring me happiness, I am going to inherit 100 million. Why should I study? Just by virtue of being the son or the daughter of the billionaire or a millionaire, you have everything at your disposal. Why should you do work any? Why should you work at all? That is where people become dropouts. Think. So please, anyway, those aspects I'll see later on. Please first, see the difference between comfort and happiness. Sensations are either comfortable or uncomfortable. We have equated sensations with happiness. I listen to something nice. Oh, beautiful. I'm so happy to listen to that music. You touch something nice. Oh, so nice. I love this touch. Think. I love this taste. I love this smell. I love this sight. And these 5 things drive you crazy. Please see how it happens. How you go crazy in life. You must see the biography of craziness. There are 5 sense organs at our disposal. Okay? Think. Must see it clearly. 5 sense organs at our disposal. Our Shabda, ears, skin, touch, sight, your eyes, taste, your tongue, smell, your nose. These are the 5 sense organs. There are 2 types of sense organs. There are 5. All are sense organs, but there are 2 types. 2 sense organs, 1 type, 3 sense organs, another type. Like your ears, eyes, and smell. Your ears, your eyes, and the nose. These 3 sense organs are harmless, relatively harmless. Because you can hear from a distance. Please see that point clearly. You can hear from a distance. To listen, you don't have to put the sound in your ear. Huh? Then can I talk to so many people? Because I have to talk to everybody's ear. What a headache it will be. Sound can be far away. You can still listen because the sound reaches your ear. Same thing, sight. To see the flower, should you put the flower into your eyes? I say, please see this mala. Can't see. Put it into my eyes. Can you? The eyes will not take it. Eyes comes down. You can see from a distance. You can smell from a distance. You are passing by. Oh, lovely flowers. This evening, after some time, you must go near my house. There is a night queen. You don't have to go into the flower. Just to walk that side. Fantastic fragrance. I was crazy last night before. So many. Millions have bloomed. God knows how. So sweet. You must see. Anyway, from a distance, as you pass, the fragrance goes in. These 3 are from a distance. They are called it in Sanskrit, matra. From a distance, you can smell it. Other 2 sense organs called your tongue and skin. The sense of touch and the sense of taste, you cannot experience from a distance. Suppose you want to touch somebody. What will you do? Touch it. Can you? I touch the Prime Minister every day. Whomsoever you want to touch, you touch. Do you? To touch, it must really touch your skin. You can't embrace a person from a distance. Think. Nor can you taste a thing from a distance. Can you taste a thing from a distance? Like a scanner? Stand in front of the sweet shop. Oh, beautiful taste. You scanned it out, right? Beautiful taste. Can you do that? To taste, you must put that sweet on your tongue. That is why these 2 sensations are the strongest sensation. The sense of touch, which culminates in physical intimacy, call it raw language sex. And the touch sensation of taste, when you taste the food, the sensation of taste, these are the 2 sensations drives everybody capital crazy. C capital, R capital, A capital, Z capital, Y capital. Have you seen anybody committing suicide? Why? I did not get to listen to music, I hanged myself. Anybody? Nobody commits suicide because he could not listen to music. Not that somebody commits suicide, there was no rose fragrance, he committed suicide. He did not see Himalayas, he committed suicide. Anybody? But for touch, think of it, touch. Another man, another woman. That is human history. Wars, battles, aggressions, cruelties, destruction, anything you name. Personal, emotional upheavals, cyclones, disasters. Touch. Please think what is that sensation which has complicated your life maximum? Please think. Music only, Swamiji, music. Are you joking? No, for me, perfumes destroyed my life. You must be joking. Another woman, another man. And when you want to relate to somebody, are you interested in playing Scrabble? I'm very friendly with that man or woman. Why? Because we always play badminton. Just think of it. No. Physical intimacy. Please take it, friends. Must see. So these are the two sensations which are the strongest. And friends, when I'm telling you this, not only for you to see this, but see the beauty, releasing thing, absolutely release you in a second. Think, the most intense, intimate sensation is touch, right or wrong? Because in food and touch, please see why it is so. When you hear, you only hear. You need not see. That is why you can close your eyes and hear. You listen to music. Beautiful, beautiful. You don't have to see the artist. You don't have to touch the artist. You don't have to taste him or smell him. Beautiful. If you want to see something, you can see. You need not hear. There is no sound of sunrise. There is no sound of the eclipse. There is no sound of the mountain. You just see, and that's fantastic. When you smell, there is no sound, no touch, no taste, nothing, no sight. But two experiences, taste while eating and touch, being intimate with somebody. These two sensations where all the five sense organs are involved. When you are eating, you are seeing the food, you are touching the food, you are tasting the food, the flavors, the fragrance, and of course you are hearing, discussing, talking, all this stuff. That is why food experience becomes a very intense experience. During food, usually everybody is quiet. Why? All the five sense organs are involved. By chance somebody talks to me and says, shut up and eat. True. Same thing happens in touch. In a physical intimacy, you hear somebody, you touch somebody, you see him, taste and smell. All the five sense organs are involved. That's why food and sex drives everybody crazy. Animals are programmed for that. That is why they are horizontal. Animals are programmed for that. They have only two things. Their mouth and sex organ, they are at same level. Horizontal. They are known as the tiryak. Tiryak means horizontal. Animal has only two things to do. Food, sex. Food, sex. Nothing else. No conference attending, no going to people, watching a sunrise. Suddenly all the elephants are watching sunrise. They are listening to, all the lions sitting down together and waiting for the jackals to howl. They can listen to the evening jackal howling. No. Think. They are horizontal. Human beings are supposed to be vertical. Vertical means what? First you must think. Then comes your sustenance, because you must know what to eat, what not to eat. After that comes your procreation, sex. But modern man is upside down. First sex, then food. Thinking, you may not. That is why deep into trouble. Are you getting that point, please? You must see. Because these two sensations drive everybody crazy. All your magazines are full of it. People also try to deceive themselves in the name of religion. Tantric sex. You understand? Tantra. Think. Food, indulgence. There are some, traditions, where many people totally in the name of freedom destroy others. You are catering to the sensations, sensation mongering of the person. Please understand, if in your life these two sensations are strong, don't kill yourself. It is normal. No, please see. Because intense sensation, you can't escape. The releasing fact is this. Please see. The sensation that you get by this touch, physical intimacy, the sensation that you get because of this touch, please tell me, can somebody, this is very important, friends, please see it. If this is how you teach children about the physical aspects of life, every school child will be happily educated on these matters. Whatever sensation somebody gives you in this body, creates in the body, please think for yourself. Can somebody create a sensation, or can somebody can somebody give it a sensation to you which is not inherent in your body? The sensation that you enjoy doesn't come from outside. It is inherent in your body. That is the absolute truth. As even a happiness that you get in any moment of happiness, when you are happy, you are with yourself. Morning I explained it so elaborately. I hope you see it clearly. In any moment of happiness, you are with yourself. You never miss anybody in life. You always miss yourself. In the presence of somebody, you go back to yourself. You stand in front of the mountain, you go back to yourself. You listen to the music. When do you say the music is beautiful? Think, friends. When do you say the music is beautiful? Oh, this music, so nice. Why? All thoughts suspended. When you say the music is beautiful, you know what you are telling? You are beautiful. When you say the class is so nice, that is because you are so nice. At that moment, you are with yourself. Suppose you are sitting down in the music hall, but certain thought is continuously bugging you. Will you enjoy the music? Cannot. So when you say the music is beautiful, you know what you are telling? You are beautiful. You go to the temple, you stand in front of the God. You close your eyes. What do you say? It was so peaceful. What was peaceful? The God there? Or you are at peace with yourself? Huh? Are you getting that point? Please. Please understand. That is why it's not only divinity there, but divinity here. Everybody is divine. That becomes ultimate spirituality. You're being happy with yourself. You're being at rest with yourself all the time. Nobody can give you happiness which is not in you. Are you getting that point, please? In a physical sense also it is true. Not only in the absolute sense of happiness, but also in the sense of a physical body. Nobody can create a sensation in your body which is not inherent in the body. Are you getting that point, please? You must see. But we have, not knowing this, we have from the day one, we have concluded, equated sensation with happiness. So whoever creates a sensation, I love him, I love her. Why do you love the person? We'll see that now. Oh, he gave me so much happiness. He gave you the happiness or facilitated you to be with yourself. Are you getting that point? Nobody can give. You must take that language. Nobody can give you happiness. They only facilitate. Who is a sensitive person? Who does not invoke any type of disharmony anywhere. I know if I say something like this, you will get angry. So I don't say that. So I am facilitating your being with yourself. A sensitive person. Are you getting that point? A sensitive person means you use a word which does not invoke reactions. Are you getting that point, please? Nobody can give you happiness. That is why that statement many people say, you don't need to give me happiness, but please don't give me unhappiness. You don't have to give happiness to people. Don't give unhappiness. You don't have to create any convenience for anybody. Please don't create inconvenience. Can you do that much? Fantastic life. You cannot give happiness to somebody. Why? Because happiness is himself. Are you getting that, please? So, understand the difference between comfort and happiness. And happiness is something which is your self. But we have always equated with sensation. That is why we miss it. Because sensation begins and ends. If you equate sensation with happiness, your sensation will begin and end, and therefore your happiness will begin and end. That is why people say, happiness is so temporary. Happiness is not temporary. Your sensations are temporary. Are you getting that point, please? Happiness is not temporary. Sensations are temporary. If you equate sensation with happiness, you say happiness is temporary. Happiness is not temporary. Sensation is temporary. That is why temporary sensations brings you unhappiness. That is why if you are happy because of a sensation, when you cannot make it, if you cannot have it, it makes you more unhappy. So when you are having it, you are forgetting unhappiness. When you don't have it, of course you are unhappy. So you are a continuously unhappy person in life. Are you getting that, please? You are continuously an unhappy person in life. Because your beginning is with unhappiness, not with happiness. So when you see this, in any moment of happiness, as we have seen in the morning, I deliberately repeat few things because please see it very clearly. Absence of object doesn't give me unhappiness. The presence of thought. The presence of object doesn't give me happiness. It is the absence of thought. Immediately it appears to be absence of thought. This is where you have to change. The whole paradigm shift must take place here. It is not the absence of thought. It is the presence of myself. It gives me happiness. As even absence of sound is not silence. Silence is in spite of sound, not absence of sound. Are you getting that point, please? Silence is not absence of sound. Silence is in spite of sound. Happiness is not absence of thought. Happiness is in spite of thought. And who is happiness? Everybody. That is yourself. So in any moment of happiness, you are with yourself. So when you are, say, you are missing somebody because of a thought, in reality that time you are missing yourself. So when you are happy with yourself, confident with yourself, if you miss somebody, more a functional missing. It's more a functional missing. I miss you. Of course I miss my mother, I miss my father, but that is not going to make me so miserable I'll commit suicide. No. I miss my home, I miss my... What's wrong with that statement? It's a very human statement. It's not that because you're a wise man, oh, I don't miss anybody, I don't miss anything, I'm always, Param Brahma Purnanandam. I'm the absolute. There is nobody existing after me. Don't be socially retarded. Okay? Wisdom does not mean social retardation. I live only by myself. There is nobody else, me alone. I want everybody to bring me food, but eating, I only eat. So, big stomach at my disposal. For God's sake. Wisdom doesn't trigger social retardation. No, you are with yourself and you are with much more enthusiasm with the whole universe. Is it really true? I am happiness with myself? Yes, sir. Already gave you the explanation. Now I'll give you the second logic, like an atom bomb, it will go now. Okay? Now you think for yourself. It's necessary because why do I need logic? Educated people need logic because they have systematically destroyed themselves. Educated people only need a logic. Believers don't need any logic because their mind is totally illogical. Nothing to worry. Or else they won't be believers. But don't laugh at a believer. Huh? That keeps him under control. If the fellow believer loses his belief, he will be a successful criminal. So don't take away the belief of the believer. But please see how it is. You need that logic because strong convictions. It seems to be you have strong convictions. There is happiness here, there is no unhappiness there. No. You must think for yourself. You take a logic. Like in science, you give a hypothesis, then you substantiate it. So here is one statement. You are happiness. Why? Because, listen, object of love is a source of joy, source of happiness. Right or wrong? You take the understatement. Object of love is source of happiness. Right or wrong? Yes or no? Yes. Are you getting that? Any object of love is source of happiness. Suppose you like your grandson, your grandchild. The moment he hears, oh, happy. You like particular sweet, chocolate. Somebody gives you, oh, happy. Why? Only you. You, Shiva, you go. Our dog. Give him one biscuit, exactly 3 o'clock every day he will be there. So he knows which place to visit when. He goes to Arunachalam's house at one time. He goes to Vishwa's house one time. He doesn't go to my house. Wherever he sees, he comes, but he knows he doesn't get any food in my house. I have to go up and bring it. I don't have many things anyway. Anyway, so he knows. Even animal knows. Human beings also. Any object of love is source of happiness. Whatever you like, that something or somebody becomes the source of your joy. In the presence of such a person or a thing, you feel very happy, comfortable. Right? This is universal factor. Or is it something Hindu philosophy? Huh? It's a Buddhist nonsense. Christian rubbish? No. There is no such religious nonsense here. This is a fact of life. Facts do not belong to this or that. Don't worry about it. Object of love is source of happiness. Now I am asking you a very personal question, so don't be in a hurry to answer, okay? Keep quiet. Totally keep quiet. Who or what is your object of love? Don't say. Your neighbor will listen and report. You'll be in trouble. Okay? Think, friends. Who or what is your object of love? Whom you love most? Or what is that something you love most? I love him. Right? That variety. That variety. Don't say, How many answers are passing through your head? I can read minds. Okay? You think I am joking? You must have thought of either your father. How did he know? Must be your mother, your friend, your lover, your beloved, your money, your diamond, your dog, your car. Are you wondering how do I know? You're not that stupid like mullah. Mullah one day came and said, Mullah was distributing laddu because he got a child. So he gave the laddu to somebody and the fellow took it and said, so Mullah, what's the occasion? I got a baby. Huh, boy or a girl? How did you know? So is there a third possibility, or a boy or a girl or a donkey, right? Same thing here. What else can you love? Are you getting that point? Every one of them. Whom do you, what is something you love most? Everybody will have an idea. I love a man, a woman, dog, money, father, mother, husband, wife, child. Every one of us is a victim of a lie. We are a victim of a lie because we are supposed to love everybody else except ourselves. If anybody by chance says, I love myself, the entire society will crucify him. Selfish, you understand? The selfish nut. Self-centered, selfish, arrogant, narcissistic. Oh boy, they shall destroy you. Why? You are not supposed to love anybody. You are supposed to love somebody other than yourself. Anybody, it doesn't matter, but you should not love yourself. Love your country, love your man, love your woman, love your money, love your things. That is normal. If somebody says, I love myself, he becomes a narcissistic, self-centered person. That is the biggest lie. That is another nail you have to remove from your head and throw. Everyone is a liar because everybody is a victim of a lie. You don't love anybody in this world. Listen carefully. Nobody loves. It's not that you alone, not one individual. Nobody in this world loves anybody else. Nobody in this world loves anybody else except himself. You only love yourself. That is why the most repeated lie in this universe, in this world is, I love you. That is a useless statement. You shall see now for yourself. The biggest lie. But when both are lying, so it is accepted. I say I love you, you say you love me. So, both are lying to each other, no problem. And both think it is absolute honest truth. Think. I say I love you. It's a wrong statement, friends. Because it is essential that you resolve it now. Object of love is source of joy. So if I know what is my object of love, I shall find out my source of joy. Are you getting that? Let us start with inanimate objects. Some of you might have thought, hey, the human beings are useless. Better to love this gold. I love my gold. Think. You love your gold. Especially in India, everybody loves gold. A maximum number of gold consumed in India only. Everywhere. Tons and tons of gold. Because of that, during this depression, all this meltdown, India is safe because millions of tons of gold is in the bank. If the government sells it, Indian government will thrive. No problem. But purchaser should be there, no? Anyway, forget it. Think of it. You like gold. Especially during a marriage, the woman, especially Indian women, when they go for a marriage, a walking jewelry shop. Top to bottom. Gold, diamond, platinum, oh boy. Head, nose, tail, anything and everywhere. All over, gold, 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 gold. Men also. Nowadays, fat chain, fat thing, everything, they go, everybody goes. Now, you love your gold. As you are coming out of the marriage, suddenly a gunman goes there with a mask, puts an AK-47 out. Give your gold, or else you are dead. What shall you say? Will you say, kill me, but leave my gold? will, you say, will you say that? Kill me, but leave my gold. No, what shall he say? Not only my gold, you want everybody's gold also? I'll collect it and give it for you. Why? If you lose alone, it is not a very nice thing. If everybody loses, it's okay. Anyway, think. So whom do you love? Yourself or gold? Huh? Yourself. For the sake of your life, you give up the gold. So whom you love? Yourself or gold? Gold. Yourself. Food. You love sweet. Morning sweet, evening sweet, midday sweet, midnight sweet. You love sweet. Then one day, the doctors, you gave for a, blood test, and your sugar profile, you are now very sweet. Only 400. The doctor says, if you take little more sweet, you are going to lose your eyes, or the blood pressure will be dead. What shall you say? Give up. Once a man came with me. We go to say, some people invite us for a food, dinner, lunch, all that. A man came with me, and he was a real sweet lover. So that day, it's a nice Sindhi house. In Sindhi house, my God, the sweets are, whoa. There's so many varieties will be there. So this person was there. I took him there because I know he likes sweet, and he's like going from a Sindhi family. So it will be so nice, he can enjoy. And he came, and he saw all these things. I saw him eating everything. After everything is over, I said, come on, go, attack. He said, no, Swamiji. I said, what happened? Suddenly what happened? Renunciate. He said, no, Swamiji. What happened? Got the report, already too sweet. The sugar, the sweet is not good for me. I said, are you crazy? Don't say that language ever. I was very angry. I said, don't ever say sweet is not good for you. You are no more good for sweet. Are you getting the difference, please? Sweet is neither good or bad. When sweet gives you health, love it. The same sweet causes disease, you hate it. So whom do you love? Yourself or sweet? Sweet. Are you getting that? So you don't like sweet, okay? Now these are all inanimate things. Gold, diamond, every inanimate sense subject in the whole world comes under that. Now go to animate. I love him. I loved him. I love her. Really? How long? Until you find out he or she loves somebody else. When you discover somebody else is more important to the other person, do you love the person yet? Still, do you love the person? As long as he or she gives me comfort, provides me security, I love him, I love her. The day she or he becomes the cause of my insecurity, my discomfort, I get rid of her or get rid of him. Whom am I loving? Are you getting that point, please? That is why your relationship begins with that biggest lie. I love you. After 2 years, when you're standing in the court, I hate you. Yes. What happened to that love you now? What happened to the love? Same person is standing. Same man, same woman is standing. Why are you hating the person? I never thought he was such a rogue. I never thought she was, you know the languages. Beautiful adjectives will come. Previously it was honey, darling, moon, sun, star, what all stuff. Now it is a scorpion. the flesh in my thorn in my flesh, or flesh in my thorn, doesn't matter anyway. It's okay. Oh, the whole language changes. Why? What happened to you? Suddenly language changed. Understand? I love the person as long as he or she provides me security. The moment she or he doesn't provide me security or comfort, I don't like him. So whom am I loving? Myself or the person? Please see that. Whom are you loving? Yourself. Listen. When you say yourself, what is that self you are loving now? Beautifully, please see step by step. What is that self you are loving? You shall see. As even you give up the man or woman, you give up the food for the sake of yourself, which is body. Now you shall see, think. Now your physical body is nice. Your body. You love your body. You love your body, you want to protect it from everybody. You want to protect it from the sweet. You want to protect it from dacoits, gold, diamonds, people are looters. You want to protect your body, no? You want to protect it from another man or woman being abused, destroyed. You want to protect it from another man or woman. So you love your body. Now, suppose you got involved in a gun battle and there is a bullet goes into your feet and the gangrene sets in. The doctor says, unless you amputate your feet, your whole leg will go. What shall you say? Amputate. Cut the foot. After some time, it has gone into your calf muscles. He said, unless you amputate your whole leg, you will be dead. Cut it. It has gone into your thighs. Unless you cut your thighs, cut it. This is a Russian joke those days. They cut one American soldier. Those communist days. They cut an American soldier. And then that fellow had a gunshot wound. So they cut his leg. What shall you do with it? He said, send home. The leg has to be amputated. What shall you do with that? Send home, America. The leg also, the thigh also got bad. What shall you do with that? Send home. Suddenly there was a conference in the police room. Hey, this American is smart. He wants to go home part by part. Okay, just think of it. Anyway, so as long as it is not the head, you cut anything you want, right? Sometimes it will also be possible head transplantation, no? First case. The first case of head transplantation is Ganesha himself. The Shiva cut off the head, then elephant's head came up. There is a horse head, Daksha Prajapati. Must be something to do with it. If you can't put up a human head, maybe the animal's head will work. Just like from the pig, they are now developing different organs which shall fit into human body. It will be so nice. Just think of it. Everybody will be pig-headed. It's so nice. So you give up this physical body, listen carefully. Part by part, because I love myself, so I don't mind sacrificing one part of the body. And again, listen carefully. If you are idealistically, like you see the terrorist, a negative example, but you can say that, or you love your country, a patriot, harakiri, kamikaze pilots, because they are fired by an ideal. I love this country, love this ideal so much. For that sake, I give up my body. So whom do you love? Your body or your ideal? Ideal. Listen carefully. Why do I give up this ideal? Why I do it for my ideal? Why do I give up my body for the sake of the ideal? Because if I do not give up my body, I will be unhappy. Other day one lady came up and asked me a question when I taking this topic. Swamiji, what about child? Suppose his child is there, you think mother will come out? Does she not sacrifice her life? I said, no. There is no love there. How can you say the mother is giving her life for the sake of child and you say there is no love? I said, there is no love. So how do you say that? It is simple. If the mother doesn't go there for the sake of the child, the mother goes there because if she does not do it and allows the child to die, she shall die of such guilt for the rest of her life, and she loves herself. She doesn't want to live with that guilt, therefore sacrifices herself. It's not for the love of the child. It is because she wants to be guilt-free. Are you getting that point, please? Or else she will not do that. Imagine. No person will do that. It's not that you are deliberately allowing your child to die. You know if you go in, you'll die. What will happen? By your dying and child dying, what will happen? Just think. You can't take the guilt. That is why you kill yourself. It's better to die than to live with the guilt. The person sacrifices. Just think. You love yourself. You don't want to live a condemned life of guilt. It's so deep it is. Now, so, if a thought is now giving you pleasure. Suppose you love somebody, her thought or his thought gives you pleasure. So sometimes you can see people sitting down and laughing. No problem. Enjoying themselves. There is nobody around, but the fellow is smiling. What does it mean? The thought is tickling him inside. Because you love him or love her, her thought or his thought is tickling you. Now it so happened you saw him or her going with somebody. Now the same thought drives you crazy. The same thought which was giving you so much of solace and pleasure, now the same thought drives you crazy. Now what do? It doesn't allow you to sleep. What do? You want to knock off that thought. That is where people take medicine, sleeping pill. You love the pills to get out of the thought. You love the little drugs to get out of the thought. You love the alcohol to go into sleep. Listen carefully. To get rid of the thought. In the process, what happens to you? You get rid of the thought, but you get hooked into alcohol, drugs, medicines. Another dependence comes in. Understand? The person doesn't know what to do. So you want to get out of the thought. Why? Because you love yourself. So which self now? Whatever the self we shall see later on, but you love yourself. For your sake, you get rid of the people, objects. You get rid of the body, get rid of the thought. Whatever the self is, we shall see. But it one thing is, if you love yourself, and what is the premises with which we started? Hypothesis. Object of love is source of happiness. If you love yourself, who shall be the source of happiness? Come on. You or I? Read I. If you are, if I am the object of my love, who is the source of happiness? I am the source of happiness. Now connect it, friends. This is the most beautiful connection you can have. Because, understand, because I love myself, even unconsciously, because I love myself, and object of love being source of joy, source of happiness, I am happiness. That is why, because you are giving yourself the happiness, you cannot resist loving yourself. And because you are giving yourself happiness, you are happiness, you are the most lovable one. And because you love yourself, you are source of happiness. Love, happiness finds its complete fulfillment in you. You understand that point, please? This is not selfish love. Self-love is love is self. It's not selfish. Selfish love is when you love your body. That time it will become selfish. We shall see that part. For self, are you getting that point, please? Object of love is source of happiness. I love myself, so I must be the source of happiness. Anything that gives you happiness, you love. So what is giving you happiness? Yourself. So can you resist loving yourself? You understand what a dimension it comes. It will be dangerous if you only love yourself. Hey, I am happy with myself, I love myself. You are happy with yourself, you love yourself, but you have a body which I don't have, I have a body which you don't have. Let us share that one. Are you getting that? That is where your loving relationship becomes beautiful. But if you looking for happiness in somebody's body, you looking for happiness in somebody's wealth, you shall be most miserable one. You will make yourself, you are already miserable, you will make the other person also miserable. Are you getting that point? Do you understand? This is where comes your freedom. You don't, when I say, that is why people so-called love affair completely destroys them. If you fall in love, there's a right expression in English, you fall in love, never rise. You are destroyed. Why? Listen carefully. You fall in love, you destroy yourself. Do you know why? Please take that statement. You might have given it to somebody, somebody might have offered it to you. I love you. Watch out. When you say it to somebody, somebody says it to you. Watch out. Do you know why? Please see. Spoken word is, listen carefully, the spoken word is, I love you. Unspoken word is, only if you love me. Conditions apply. Understand? No. You must see it clearly. I love you. But the unspoken word is, so many conditions you have to fulfill. I love you. You have to understand, wake me up at the right time, make my food ready, put my shoes in right place, get me a diamond on the right date, don't forget the birthday, don't forget the marriage anniversary, don't look at any man, don't look at any woman. Even if you look at it, I'll gouge your eyes. Yesterday it came in the newspaper, you know that? One telephone call. I'm not telling you a joke. Yesterday it came in the newspaper. One telephone call. They're married for 3 years in a family in Delhi. Husband, wife, mother, father, all are sitting down eating. Muslim family. Because they all eat together. Same plate also. That is their custom. A call came in between. The man got up just to attend that call. Cell phone, got up. The wife threw a tantrum. He said, he is going to talk to somebody. And she such a tantrum, she wanted to kill herself. The man comes away. The man's sister holds her back. And this person becomes so tired of that, he picks up the poison. There were some, for medicine. Everybody that for vegetable, you have to, vegetable patch, they have to pour that agriculture stuff, some poison. He drank it. This woman runs for him, brings that one, herself drinks it. The whole family doesn't know what to do. They take him there, put him in the thing and get to the hospital, both are dead. It has nothing to do with Muslim family, huh? Don't think like that. But I'm just with that together. It can happen any human family. One phone call and a serious doubt. One girl phones him up. If you have gone through love, you must have gone through jealousy, no? You won't tell it to anybody. Same nonsense you'll repeat affairs after affairs, relationship after relationship. How many times you want to get burnt? How many times? Just think. All because you lack self-love. All because you don't love yourself. You are not sure of yourself. Are you getting that point, please? You are not sure of yourself. If you are sure of yourself, listen carefully. If you love yourself, if you are sure of yourself, by chance somebody goes somewhere, you shall say, that is other person's loss, not mine. Why? You are such a lovable person. If that person doesn't stay with me, he or she loses. I have nothing to lose. I give my best. Can you be a person like that? Then only you can love. Your love will have no conditions, no expectations. Understand? No unwritten, unspoken demands. But usually in life, the moment somebody tells you, I love you, that is the spoken statement, audible statement. The inaudible, unspoken statement is, I love you, if huge list follows. And you are supposed to be a mind reader. After that. Thereafter you go on throughout your life trying to adjust. You cannot do it for 1 year, 2 years, 10 years, 20 years, 30 years, 40 years, but you can't tell anybody anything because you are supposed to love. If you don't love, everybody also says that you are very selfish. You are not loving the person. Hey, the person is not lovable. What can I do? So immediately what you say? The person never loves me, So you argue. Listen carefully. Everybody complains that. When you go there, Swamiji, you don't understand anything. You don't get into relationship. Hey, are you stupid? I don't get into relationship. You have only one man to hang around with. Or one woman. I have thousands of people. What a headache. Huh? The whole strength is you love yourself. Listen carefully. When the person says, oh, Swamiji, nobody loves me. I have gone from relation to relationship, people to people, men to men, woman to woman. Nobody loves me. This world is deceptive. This world is stupid. You can't rely on anybody. Most people tell this story. They sing this song. Nobody loves me. Watch out. When you say nobody loves me, ask yourself a question. Does that nobody includes you? When you say nobody loves me, does it include you? Do you love yourself? Ask yourself the question. That is the most important question. Are you getting that point? The most important question is not who loves me. Do you love yourself? Nobody loves me. Do you love yourself? Swamiji, you don't understand. They don't love me for who I am. Listen. They don't love me for who I am. They love me for my body. They love me for my wealth. They love me for my job. Oh, I see. So they are all idiots, right? All right. Ask yourself the question. Do you love yourself for who you are or for what you have? When you turn the searchlight on yourself, you shall be, what shall I say? Disappointed, destroyed, shocked, surprised to discover you too love yourself, not for who you are, but because what you have. Why do you feel slighted? You love your body, but somebody doesn't care for it. Why do you feel slighted? Because you have a job, but nobody cares for it. He loved me for my body. He loved me for my job, for my object, for money. Then run away. Listen. Think. Why do you love yourself? For your body. You hate yourself because you have an image problem. I'm so fat, I'm so thin, I'm so lean. You don't understand how people, you forget your body is the most beautiful instrument. Fat, lean, thin, forget it. Keep it healthy. Before knowing it, suppose you have been eating, okay, now I shall stop it. Why it is not body is eating? All these things you can do it for yourself. This is what my body is at this moment. I love it because this is, without it, my life is nothing. Having seen the importance, now you change it as you like it. I want to be medium size. I want to be small size. I want to be medium. I want to large. I want extra large. Choice is yours. Which size you like? You make it. I like to be like a stick. Be a stick. Now I'm like a buffalo. Be a buffalo. No. You must understand. It's your decision, not somebody's decision. How are these people living today? Fashion magazine decides what you should put on. What a headache. Fashion magazine decides how much weight you should have, how you should look, what you should think. politically right, socially right. What a headache! Your entire life is governed, conditioned, dictated by somebody else. You can say, Swamiji, you are teaching, are you not dictating? No, choice is yours. I say you are happiness. You say, no, I am not happiness. Be unhappy. Who says not? Go. Why should I be worried if you are unhappy? I tell you the fact. Choice is yours. Think. Do you love yourself? First question. Before you ask anybody that question, nobody loves me. Nobody loves you. Does it include you? You will be surprised. You are included in the group. You also don't have any estimation of yourself. And when you love yourself for who you are, you cannot stop loving others for who they are. And as long as you are loving yourself for what you have, if you are looking at yourself through what you have, you can't stop looking at others through what they have. Suppose your car gives you importance, you shall always look what type of cars others are riding. If your house is your symbol of power, you shall look in what type of other houses they have. If your job gives you confidence, you shall look what type of job the other people have. If your body gives you confidence, you shall look what type of body other people have. If your mind gives you confidence, you shall look what type of mind other people have. Are you getting that point, please? If you are looking at yourself through things that you have, you cannot stop looking at people through things that they have. Only when you look at yourself who you are, you can't resist looking at people through what they are. Why? Because who you are, who they are, one and the same. I am the love, I am the happiness. He also love, they are also the love, they are also happiness. So I am happy with myself, you are happy with yourself. Can we meet? Yes. We cannot meet? No. Bye-bye. You cannot have a greater freedom in life. Are you getting that point, please? I'm absolutely happy with myself. Don't say it will give you self-righteousness. Suppose a person is very happy with himself, he will be afraid of, sort of being with somebody else. No, don't worry that way. Please understand. You can be happy with yourself and love with yourself. You can love everybody in this world because you are the love itself. But in a special way, that is where comes your love, affection, a man or woman. You can have million houses, cars, ornaments, jewels, dogs, anything you can have million. Human relationship, when you are relating to somebody, one. Makes it easy. Makes it easy. Makes it very comfortable also. Personal equation, you can say, no, I don't want it. Suppose you are free people, that's a different stuff. But please, a very, very different thing here. When you are happy with yourself, there is one person. An intensive relationship is absolutely beautiful. When it's extensive, it becomes little dangerous. Because sometimes you are cheated, sometimes other person is cheated. That can happen. If you have that sense, suppose you don't have that sense, that's a different thing altogether. But you are happy with yourself. Then you choose another person. Suppose same type of person. Oh, what a life it is. That is known as paradise, heaven on earth. Even if you have a friend like that, a relationship like that, where you are happy with yourself, he or she is happy with herself. Meet. Don't meet. No demand, no nothing, no expectation. You understand what it is? Paradise on earth. Absolute paradise on earth. That way, how many people you can relate to? Million people. No problem. It makes no difference. Why? Because you are comfortable with yourself. Think. So, object of love is source of joy. Whom are you loving? Yes, sir. Now, can you go and tell frivolously somebody, so I know you don't love me, you love yourself. Don't ever make a frivolous statement. This is not for a frivolous statement. This is something very, very, it's the absolute truth. As much I am in love with myself, that much you are in love with yourself. I respect me for who I am. I respect you for who you are. If you love for a thing that you have, that things are continuously changing. Body is not always ageless. Body is aging. So by chance your body is not loved all the time, don't wonder, because it will be like that. Mind also is falling. There are better bodies available, better thoughts available. But if you are in love with yourself, you love your youth, you love your childhood, you love your old age. Same thing in relationship. I share your youth, I share your old age. But in relationship, when people are youth-oriented, I share your youth, I only share other person's youth. Mullah went to market. What have you come here for? I have a 40-year-old wife. So what are you going to planning? I am going to take 20 years. So he'll give a 40-year-old and take 20 years, right? How do you like it? Suppose Mullah's wife does the same thing, take Mullah and get me 20 years. Sexist joke, no. The man can do, woman can do. It's a headache, I tell you. It's like Indian penal code. You cannot believe. In today there is an article has come. If a man commits adultery, punishable by law. If a woman commits adultery, you cannot persecute. You can't persecute. And lawmakers are men. Think. So it is it's a type of a perception that women don't do that. Only men only do. If men only do, with whom? I just don't know. Just a simple thing, friends. What I'm telling you is, if you look into these dimensions, it's so beautiful. Be happy with yourself. Love also with yourself. Because I love myself, I am the source of happiness. Because I am the source of happiness, I can't resist loving myself. Okay? So, what is your happiness? What is your love? For sustenance, move out into the world out of sheer happiness. Really, what is this self which is happiness? This I. Tomorrow morning we shall see that. And with that, after that introduction, how will you prepare? Your mind must be ready. Move into the book. Okay? So please write down these things. Think over these things. Okay? Just take that statement. Object of love is source of happiness. Any moment of happiness, I am with myself. Work on that. Object of love is source of happiness. Work on that. How? If I am the object of love, I am the source of happiness. Since I am the source of happiness, I can't resist loving myself. That is why it is not selfishness. When you love yourself for who you are, you love everybody for who they are. That is why you accept yourself for what you have, you accept others for what they have. You understand? This is beautiful. You love yourself for who you are. You accept yourself for what you have. When you accept yourself for all that you have, you love others also for who they are and accept all that they have. What is your conflict? Do you need to convert anybody to your religion? What religion? You understand the point? It's so beautiful. Every person is amazing, loving, happy, free in himself. That I. We shall see about that I, the hero, tomorrow. Okay? Close your eyes.